You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. It's time to get it moving, y'all. Step up your game. You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. Motivate.
Get up and keep moving.
Celebrate.
This life is no illusion.
Demonstrate
the skills you've been using.
And everybody get up and get up.
And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. In today's review, okay, a while back I did 2 reviews for a new battery company called Solotech. Well, apparently they make e-juice too, because they decided, well, you did such a good job on the battery reviews, we would like for you to review our juice. So, okay, I said yes. Now, I am no stranger to juice from the Orient, okay? You guys know that I've reviewed Hangbu. You guys know that I've reviewed Opal. You guys know that I've reviewed Joytech in the past. I'm trying to remember what that other one was that was more... I can't remember the name of it now. Well, anyhow, regardless of all that, this is Solotech e-juice. But before we get started, I must point out I did receive these free of charge for purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the products will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. So now that we got the disclaimer out of the way, he does have a website that you can go to now. And that is, let's see, I probably already have it on the screen, but that's going to be www.lithium-battery-china.com. Now, unfortunately, he doesn't have his juice products there at the moment. I have suggested to him that he put those on his website so that retailers, vendors, whoever else, you know, from other places in the world that are wanting to get his products, he should have them all in one spot. So, Solomon, you should group all that stuff together, my friend. So, there is no website to go to see pricing information. However, let's take a gander at his labels here. Alright. So you see it says Solotech, it says E-Liquid. Now it does say on here, please keep out of reach of children, keep in a cool, dark place, in or the refrigerator for extended life. Expires 12 months from production date. Must be 18 years of age to purchase. Now I can't remember if he said that these are a 50-50 or a 70-30 PGBG. My guess is, being that I've vaped on these now for about a week, is that they're a 50-50 blend. Now, I know a lot of people are going to be out there saying, but that's China juice. Well, yeah, you guys have told me that before, but let me tell you something. This isn't the Kang, okay? And even some of y'all have admitted that the Kang had a few good juices. This is Solotech. Now, it's made in a very clean environment. It's lab made, so yeah. If there was certified inspectors that was going to look at this, it would pass. So I'll just say that. Now, where they get their ingredients from, I don't know, because I didn't go into that conversation with Solomon. But I'm sure that I will talk to him before I post this, and I will have it on the screen somewhere, because I'm sure that ingredients are sourced outside of China. That would be my guess. Now, since there's no way of determining what the flavor is, you have to kind of turn the bottle around, and there will be like a little sticker that says what the flavoring is, and it'll also have the nick strength. So, we're going to start with tiramisu. Now, tiramisu I have loaded up in my Stolaire. that's twisted 30 gauge, 3-strand 30 gauge, at a, what is that, 0.4 ohms. And we're going to vape this at 63 watts, which will give me 5 volts. Alright, now here's the thing. I got to do comparisons there because that's, whenever I do a juice from the Orient, I have to make a comparison to someone else's juice, so that you get an idea of what this matches up to. I would say that Tiramisu is on par with Tiramisu from Mount Baker Vapor. I'm going to give that flavor profile an 8 out of 10. Is it an all-day vape worthy? No, not to me. Somebody else might find that it is. Throat hit, I'm actually going to give this a mild. It's not got a whole lot of punginess to it that, would hit the back of the throat, as Scott would put it. Vapor production, 9 out of 10. Consistency, and plenty of. Now we're going to move on to Minty Menthol. Or is it Minty Menthol? No, it's Minty Marlboro. And I have that loaded up in my Plume Veil, which I just recently recoiled to a dual Clapton coil, which comes out to be about 0.47 ohms. I had that on my Invader 2 that's made by Young June. It's a Tesla Invader 2. So let's have a vape. Alright, so Minty Marlboro. When I think back to being a smoker, menthol, this is not like an actual menthol. It's more of a mint. Kind of a mint is this on par with. Those, what is that? The commercial, the Fresh Breath Maker. I can't think of the name of those mints now. What is that? Fresh Breath Maker. I can't remember. Anyways, it's just like those. Flavor profile on this one, I'm going to have to give this one 7 out of 10. It's a little bit lacking as far as what a true mint, because if they're trying to make this into a Marlboro menthol, it's not there. So 7 out of 10. All day vape worthy to some extent. I've always been a big menthol enthusiast, and I'd have to say that this, some days yes, some days no. Have I had any adverse reactions from Minty Menthol? No, none whatsoever. In comparison, I could actually compare this to, say, well, like I said, those mints. But there is no comparing it to any of the menthol cigarettes that are currently on the market or have been on the market. Throat hit. I gotta say, the throat hit on this, I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. It's a little lower than a mild, so the coolness factor is taking it down further. Vapor production, 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of. So next we have caramel. And I have that loaded up in, well, I should say I have it loaded up on my E-Cig version 9. And I have it loaded up in my Sega tank. That'll never get old, will it, peeps? Alright, so we have a 0.5 ohm coil head in here. And I'm going to fire this at 35 watts, which will give us 4.5 volts. Okay, I'm really disappointed with this caramel. It's very lacking in flavor. There's caramel there, but it's not on par with some of the other caramel vapes that I've had in the past. Suggestion Solomon. You guys need to think about using Flavor West for your caramel. So as far as the flavor profile goes, I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 10. It's not all that great. Throat hit, I'm gonna give it mild. That's a 6 out of 10. And the vapor production, of course, you can see it here. Nine out of 10, consistency and plenty of. So up next we have blueberry, which I have loaded up in my Arctic tank, and the Arctic has a 0.5 ohm coil head in it. And this is on my Caravella. Let's have that vape. Alright, so this blueberry is kind of fruity. It's not as fruitiful as I've had some other blueberry vapes. So I'm going to give the flavor profile on this one, I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. The throat hit, 6 out of 10, that's my mild. And vapor production, I'm going to give it 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of. Next up is grape. I have that loaded up in my Freak Show. Wow, had a piece of cotton there. Which I have dual, what is that? That's that Tiger Wire. That's Tiger Wire XL, the Vapor Grudge. If you guys are looking for some good pre-made wire, go to Vapor Grudge. This is at a 0.3 ohm? Yeah, 0.3 ohms. And I had this on my other Tesla Invader 2. Let's have vape. Hold on, there, peeps. Okay. Now this is different. This one here is way different. I'm not getting the vapor production that I should. So we'll get to that in a minute. But the grape taste is like a grape juice. Like the drinkable grape juice. Like a Welch's grape juice. Not a grape soda, but a Welch's grape juice. So flavor profile, I'm actually going to give this one an 8 out of 10. I could consider this all day vape worthy. The throat hit, I'm going to give a mild 6 out of 10. But the vapor production, I don't get it. This one here is kind of off for some reason. So vapor production on this one, I'm going to drop it down to a 5 out of 10. Very disappointing on the vapor production for this one. Last but not least, strawberry. I have strawberry loaded up in the version 1 of the Scion tank, and that's got a 0.5 ohm coil head in it. And we got this on my Hanazana Dana Canna clone, no logos, and we'll be firing this at 30 watts. Alright. Strawberry, it tastes like a fruit kind of strawberry, but this one's lacking. It could be a bit more strawberry, to catch my drift. So flavor profile on this one, I'm going to have to give this one a 5 out of 10. And, well, the throat hit, Throat hits a mile. That's good. That's a 6 out of 10. And the vapor production, well, that one's good too. 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. So there you have it, my peeps. That is 6 from Solotech on their e-juice line. Which, Solomon, I hate to say this, buddy, but you got a little, oh, excuse me, what's in the news, Robin? You got a little bit work to do on these e-juices, my friend. Ooh, again with the hiccups. Little bit of work to do. Not much, but, you know, needs a little bit of improvement here and there, a couple of tweaks, you know. However, because majority of this is actually kosher, I mean cool, that's actually decent enough to vape, for retailers, vendors, wholesalers, you can go along to this here. This is his contact information. It'll be his email address and his Skype name. For anybody else that wants to mosey around this website, you can find it here at lithiumbattery-china.com. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube. And as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy vaping.